Okay, so I have the Gseat here, and we fixed the doors slash boards, whatever these are called. We had them mounted on the outside here, and that just wasn't going to work. We had to move those mounting points to the inside, like I have there. We got the connecting rods connected. I made those two mounts right there. And then we have these bottom supports, and then I'm going to start building out the electronics. I have the tray for that sitting right there. And so I just built the potentiometer mounts, so both potentiometers are connected. I need to wire that one up, and then need to wire that IBT2 up, then wire up both the motors to the IBT2s, and then connect it to power, and then figure out the Arduino software that's going to be a little bit different than a usual motion simulator, because these just go to essentially these should just go to 90 degrees, only use 90 degrees of motion instead of 180. So this will be like its dead station position right there, and then I'll move it back, and then that'll be its full wide open position. So it doesn't work in the same way as a usual motion simulator, where it sits at essentially 90 degrees out of a full 180. So your very bottom is 0 and your very top is 180, and then center should be at 90. This one, I need it to be where center is at 0 and its max is 90, or whatever this ends up being, 45 more than likely. So it basically just needs to ignore the entire bottom half of the range, or top half, whichever one you cut out. Just, you're only using half the range. So I'm gonna get this wired up right now, and then start testing it. So, and then the next step will be to start building out the bottom. It's kind of cramped quarters, so I can't get a great video of it, but yeah, then I'm gonna start building out the bottom section and figuring out how all that's gonna work. So can't wait for that to happen. And then over here is my workbench, just in case anyone wanted to see it. I have the 3D printer blocked off with some cardboard, so that way when I'm drilling I don't get metal flakes all over it. And you can, I'm not sure you can really see, but it's pretty tall. It goes up to my hip, so I have to sit on 4 stacked chairs in order to actually sit there quasi comfortably. But I have my drill press, bandsaw, belt, and disc grinder, and then my vise and welder, and along with a assortment of tools, and then a whole bunch, more electronics and motors and stuff that have all essentially come from these donation, well, not donation, I had to pay for them, but these wheelchairs here. I got the 3 of them, so each one gave me a pair of motors, which was great. And then 3 mobility scooters, 2 of which I've cannibalized a lot of the parts from. And then I've got these 3 motors here with gearboxes that I'm thinking about doing a 3-DOF that'll incorporate heave, that I might turn into a 4-DOF with traction loss. But that's the next project. You gotta get this one done first, and I'm pretty happy with the progress I have now. So just gotta get it wired up and then get it tested, and that's gonna be the hard part.